Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Rewind that. It's your girl Miss K. If this is your first time coming across my channel, welcome. Please be sure to subscribe if you like the vibe and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one. Today, y'all, as promised, because your girl is very tired, I am live to discuss my first reaction of Raising Kanan season 2, episode number. Sorry, that's my phone, y'all. Episode number 1, guys. And I think it's called The More Things Change. I forgot, y'all. Anyway, let me show my face up in here. How are y'all doing? Hey, Inga. How you up, girl? Support Gaming Ray Holland. Yo, guys, I'm so freaking tired right now. And I said, you know what? I still got to get on here because my people, I've been telling y'all that I'm coming. And I had to watch P Valley first because I didn't want to come on here and run into no spoilers. So I watched P Valley and child, I cannot wait till tomorrow when we talk about P Valley, but because I was excited and pissed off and excited and pissed off. Okay, so here we go, guys. All right. Support Game says late in the morning, but I'm here. Yes, honey, yes. So I still have to get up and go to church in a few hours. So I'm not trying to be that late, but you know, I got to talk about this, guys, and I'm very much here for it. So I see that a lot of y'all liked the episode. I mean, Ray Holland said, what a wild night of TV. Yes. Okay. And Kanan Inga says, Raising Kanan and P Valley fire. Okay. Shoot. Y'all see me, look, I'm ready for bed, y'all. I couldn't even do my hair, nothing. I said, I got to get it going. I thought I was going to have to do the night owl call, like, hoo, 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 hoo. But y'all here, shoot, that's what I'm talking about. So this episode starts off with, raising Kanan. Kanan is on the beach and he's about to leave. It's his last day in Virginia. His mom comes and gets him and everything. And so, he's looking like he doesn't really want to leave. So we find out in this episode that there's a lot of thinking that he has been doing. Like he sees his cousins and he's like, listen, if it was up to me, I would stay here with y'all. Hey, Faith and family. Hey, Detroit Kings. All right. And so we also see that Detective Howard, he has survived, which we knew he was going to survive. Okay. I actually am glad that he survived. I like him in the storyline because I feel like he's going to always bring that drama. We did wonder if he was going to say something or keep his mouth shut. I predicted that he was not going to snitch on Kanan, and he was not going to say anything. So we hear that he cannot remember anything at all. He has amnesia. In my opinion, guys, I believe he's faking it. This is the way that he's going to go about protecting his son. Okay. He's going to fake the amnesia. I don't know who the heck shot me. I don't remember anything from that night. All right. Yes, Inga, I shall pray for you in church. Yes, he remembers everything exactly. Okay. Please. Stalking folks. You know where to freaking go. You know when because I didn't have the picture for that one, but I think toward the end of the episode when Famous comes up and he sees Kanan, and because Kanan is talking to Jukebox and he's over there just staking out, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, he remembered, So now we get to this scene where Rock is telling Kanan that, we're in the clear. The cop is getting out. The cop that you shot, he didn't die, but he don't remember nothing. And if that wasn't the case, then I wouldn't be bringing you back. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm going to do everything to protect you and all of this stuff. But Kanan, he's worried about it. Like, Ma, what if, he sees me and it jogs his memory and all of this stuff. And she's like, Kanan, you know how she talks. I'm here to protect you. I'm not going to let nothing happen to you. And of course, that's Rock's job. As she even tells Kanan, it's not your job to protect me. I need to protect you. You know what I'm saying? But Rock needs to also come to the realization that she cannot always protect her son. You know what I'm saying? Everything is not in your hands, Rock. All right. Hey, Art Love. Aw. Only for you, I'm up this early / late. Yeah, and same, because you wasn't here when I said that the only reason that I'm here and I stuck to my guns because I wanted to go like on around 2:30ish, but I didn't have all my pictures together, and there were certain parts that I had to rewind because I want to make sure I'm coming with all the stuff. Yo, I was like, listen, if I ain't ever open my mouth and say nothing, I would not show up. But I'm here for y'all because y'all are my family. Okay, you fell asleep twice. Inga says Rock doesn't really listen to Kanan. That might be, yeah. I think, yeah, I feel like if it doesn't suit her, she won't. So yeah, I think you have a point with that. So now we have, because on last season we saw Marvin. Y'all know this. First of all, if y'all don't know, Marvin is one of my favorite characters, guys. Halima, yay! You made it. So Marvin is one of my favorite characters, guys. I told you guys I root for the underdog all the time. And it's looking like he has really stepped up already. Like we see that Rock is giving him more responsibility. So he's back in her good graces. And I feel like I don't see him being as much of a screw up as he was in last season. So I'm very excited to see his character transformation. Okay, so I'm very excited to see that. And so I cannot wait. All right, we're going to talk a little bit about what's going on with him and Jukebox, but let's get through these because I'm using this is another reason why it took me so long, because I was like, I ain't have no time to take no notes. I'm using all of the pictures to help guide me, and I have a few little notes on the side to make sure that I don't forget certain things. Okay, so now Marvin, we saw in last season that he got in some trouble. When Rock needed him, and she was counting on him to get Kanan out of town and things like that. The reason why she had to wind up using Symphony is because he got caught up, and it was all because of his little snow bunny, Tony. Okay, but come to find out, everything's good. It's pretty much going good, but he has to either do community service or he has to go to anger management because they can't really hold him on anything, right? And he's like, anger management, and here he is, eating a hot dog. And I'm like, yo, why is Negro always eating a hot dog? Or he always eating something, right, Marvin? So Marvin, his lawyer telling him, don't worry about it. You just, go and sign in and that's it, And that's exactly what Marvin tries to do. And we shall talk. Okay. Yes, vacay. I'm up. All right. Yeah, I don't want to ever see her again. Okay. Unless she's getting murked. Anyway, listen, this Raising Kanan, y'all know how it is. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't want to see nobody die, blah, blah, blah. But when we watch the Power Universe stuff, that's when I be saying this, when I, like old Brillo says, turning the water off. That's when I'll be ready for people's waters to get turned completely off, okay? All right, so we got Detective Burke. Speaking of water being turned off, guys, I always hate the cops. Like, I just always hate the cops, and I always feel like they need to die, because especially when they start meddling, and you see Detective Burke, she does not want to stop meddling, even when Detective Howard is telling her, I don't remember anything about that night. Because here's what she's telling him in this scene. She's telling him that Unique has an alibi for the night that he got shot, and he wasn't in the park with you that night. And Detective Howard is like, well, I never said he was. In fact, I don't know why we freaking talking about this, because I don't remember nothing from that night. Okay. So, he's like, thank you for dropping me off and stuff like that. And, she leaves. But you know how this lady is. She's been like this from before. She's very, very tenacious. She's going to keep on going. She's determined. She's going to just keep on doing whatever she wants to do. All right, to get to the bottom. She wants to be a good cop, I guess, Yeah, I think that's a great comparison, Inga, okay? And she's annoying, and she might go out like Greg Knox as well, All right, I don't see her surviving, y'all. I called it already. She'll probably be around for a little while, but I definitely see her dying, because that's how it goes. These nosy cops, mind your business, lady. Nosy people get it too, Rest in peace, DMX. Anyway, so listen, guys. This lady got stuff on lock. I said, go ahead, queen. She brought, instead of bringing him home, because he's like, I want to go home, like a little baby. I want to go home. And so, and I want something to eat, So she's she's like, wait a minute, like, let me show you what's going on. So as they were driving on the way to like all the high tech, all the projects that they're in, high rises, whatever, right? We see Warrell getting basically knocked with the rest of the dudes on the corner. And she's like, when will Warrell ever learn that ain't nothing out here for these corners? Because she got everything. They're the only ones in the game. This is what she tells Kanan. We the only ones in the game, and we got everything all in one building. Okay. Another thing that I noticed, well, obviously everybody noticed it because Kanan said something about it too. When they were going into the building, he said, "Why?" Everybody was waiting for the elevator. With so many people waiting for the elevator, I don't know what kind of building that is, where you got like 10 people, as if it's some kind of office, waiting for the freaking elevator. Never have I ever in my life seen anything like that in the freaking projects. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so everybody waiting on the daggone elevator, like it's, if you're going up to the 10th floor to your 9 to 5. So they decide not to get on the elevator when they see Rock and Kanan coming. So she's riding on the elevator on her own, and he's like, why didn't anybody get on with you? And she says, you're gonna have to ask them. So I'd love to hear a little more about what these tenants think of Rock. Clearly they see she's the queen bee. When she steps off the elevator, that's why I had to capture this scene right here, because I'm like, yes, girl, she is the queen. Okay, making the moves. All right. So people are moving out the way as she is stepping off that elevator. But unfortunately, Kanan, he's looking around and he's seeing that it's a lot going on here, and it's not pretty. You got a room full of basically crackheads, and then you got this lady with her big old belly. She's pregnant and everything. So it wasn't cute what he was seeing, and he didn't like it. We hear plenty of times throughout this episode that Kanan is not that happy about being in this life. Okay. But anyway, like I said, she got everything on lock, and everything is off the streets. Okay. And remember how Symphony was telling her about all the towers, that situation. And that's how she was able to come up with this whole thing where if you are all the way up in the high rises, you could see the cops coming. So she basically is building her empire off of this whole idea that Symphony done gave her. Okay. Hey, LSW. And also he finds out that they're bringing in $75,000 a day in sales. I mean, woo! That's a lot, guys. That is a freaking lot. But, they get money. That's really what it's all about. So let me see what you guys are talking about. So they had an operation going on like Nino Brown in New Jack City. Yeah. Let me see. Inga says sometimes those elevators in the projects do not work and you have to climb the steps. Yep. But I think, remember, they had fixed the elevators in the last season. She made sure that the elevators got fixed. So if my memory is serving me correctly, I do want to go back and, watch it again if I have time, but I don't know. So I captured this scene, this little picture with them because they had jokes. Marvin and it was Marvin there, Kanan and Lou, and they were having a little jokes, a little brother and nephew type of situation. You had Lulu telling a joke saying like, why do I need this when I can have you carry my water for me or whatever, and Kanan was laughing, and then Marvin he says, well, I don't know why you laughing, because I heard that you got stung by a jellyfish and you was crying and all of this stuff. So that was a cute little moment. But then Juke comes out, and this is when we find out that they haven't seen each other or they haven't spoken to each other in like 3 months. Okay, I know what happened in that incident where they had the physical fight, and I guess she don't even live with her father anymore. So I think they said something about living with the grandmother. This is my first reaction, so I don't have every detail. I tried my best to get through it, guys. All right, so he's trying to talk to her, and she's like, oh, I'm fine, I'm all right. She has no plans on forgiving her father for what happened, and he's basically saying, I think we need to talk. And she's like, I ain't got nothing to say to you. And he's like, but I think we need to talk. And here comes Rock getting in the middle of it, like, oh, let's go, dinner is ready. So I really didn't appreciate Rock jumping in and saying what dinner's ready, but I didn't appreciate it. I feel like Rock should eventually try to mediate the situation and get these guys back on track with each other. So now we have Famous, and Famous is telling his sister that what's the sister's name again, you guys? Because I done forgot already. So he's telling his sister that, what the heck do I have you as my manager for? You know what I mean? The only reason why I have you as my manager is because you're screwing Lulu. And I thought that by screwing him, he was gonna get some things done. And he walks away from her, right? And she had this face on like, oh, so who the heck else I got her screwed? And honestly, I'm not even lying, guys. That is exactly my thought when I saw that. So when she did what she did with Crown at the end, which we will get to, I was not surprised. And we already saw how she was flirting with him in the last season any daggone way. You know what I'm saying? She ain't nothing but a freaking opportunist and a whore bag. So this guy, Lulu, he's been late. Like, he came to one of the meetings. He was late to the meeting in the building. I think it was at Baisley. And, Rock is looking at him like, you've been late a lot. You know what I'm saying? So in this scene right here, he's saying, I know I've been messing up and I'm sorry. It's just that the label situation is a lot, And she's basically telling him, well, if you're not making money, then what you're doing is not a business, it's a hobby, and you're messing up our business for your hobby. So there you have that. So it's kind of like Lulu and Marvin have kind of switched places a little bit. That's what it's looking like. They kind of switched. And I remember I thought I captured the picture, but I didn't, obviously, where she was saying something to Marvin about Lulu, like how much he been screwing up. And Marvin, he had this expression on his face, like it was kind of a concern. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm glad to see that baby bro is messing up. It was more like it was a concern type of thing. So I don't know where that's gonna go, but let me look to see so I know. Okay, so this right here is when they're out on the porch and Kanan is telling Jukebox that he is not, like, I know I'm not about this life. Like, I'm not ready for this life. This is not what I want to do anymore. But I just don't know how to tell my mom, because I really got involved in this because I just wanted to protect her. But now I'm seeing that this family business is not for me. So Juke is saying that you need to talk to her about it. All right. And that's when we saw Famous. He came and, he showed up and all that. And then we saw Detective Howard watching from afar, and then he drove by like he was about to do some type of drive-by or something like that. And I'm like, what are you doing? You don't go to bed. Go to bed. Oh, another thing that I forgot to mention, guys, is what is this? Detective Howard, not only did he survive, the doctor said he's like a miracle, because not only did he survive the gunshot to the chest and all that, he is cancer free, y'all, because he done wind up getting a bone marrow transplant from, I think, another cop or something like that. So that's what's up. Okay. So now in this scene right here, we have Rock telling her brothers that she's ready to expand. So they got Baisley and she wants to expand to the 40s. And she's been thinking about bringing on Worrell and the rest of Unique's crew. Of course, they're both like, we trying to kill this dude. Like, how the heck you trying to bring this ninja on when he needs to get got? You know what I'm saying? Of course, Lulu was saying he tried to kill me, this and that. And Marvin is over here like, yeah, we trying to dead this dude. Okay. And she's saying, listen, no, I think we need to keep our enemies closer. That's what we need to do. Plus, I didn't tell Scrappy about it because I didn't want him to feel like he was being stepped over. All right. So that's going to be some more drama with Scrap, because y'all know Scrap been down with them. All right. And we did see Scrappy get arrested. And we saw Detective Howard up there. See, this is, and first of all, if he would have listened to Rock when she said, listen, I need you to stop doing the gambling, shut all that down, he wouldn't be in this situation right now. But he found himself in this situation because he didn't listen. He got that what you call it, that gambling bug on him real bad, inherited from his mom and dad and stuff like that. Okay, so they get raided. I don't know how, who found out about this situation. You know what I'm saying? Is there a bug? Is there a snitch? You know, like how did they know where to find these folks? So he's arrested. He's brought down to the station, and of course, because Detective Howard don't want to take his behind the bed, there you have it. It's he sees Scrap, and I think in the trailer for next week's episode is showing it. It's basically hinting at the some type of wait, hold on, let me get my thoughts together. It's hinting at the fact that he might roll on them. That's what they fear, that he might roll on them because Detective Howard said something to Rock. So we don't know, okay? But that's what it's looking like. And I don't see him doing that. And if Rock plays himself and tries to kill my man Scrap, that is not cool, okay? I like Rock a lot, but if she does something like this where you know this man has been loyal forever, come on now. No. But Scrap was complaining in the trailer for next week's episode that they did him dirty. But I still don't see him as a snitch at all. All right. So now we get this scene with Symphony, and, you know, Rock is thanking him for all the help and everything. And they got the little jokes about eating all the Cheetos and all of that stuff. So that was cute. But then the conversation gets a little serious when he's outside and he's talking to Rock and he's saying, listen, Kanan is a great kid. He can have a great future and all of this stuff. And I just think that you need to focus on like getting him on the right path, you know. And of course, Rock, she never wants to hear anything anybody has to say about Kanan. Remember in last season when he tried to say something to her about Kanan, she was all pissed off about it. She had an attitude. I think she kicked him out the house, or it was a lot, you know. So she says, listen, I know Kanan. I know what he's capable of. I don't need nobody to tell me anything about my son, you know. And so he said, listen, when we were driving on our way down, look, first of all, he said, I don't know what happened that night, and I don't want to know. You know what I'm saying? But I will say this. Kanan said some things to me, and it let me know that he was scared. He did not, you know, give any clues, or he didn't allude to anything, but you can tell that he was scared. And so this is kind of the first time that Rock is hearing anything about how Kanan feels, you know. So she's getting, you know, little hints thrown at her, which is the reason why she finally went to talk to Kanan later on, which we will talk about. Hey, Oliver. I woke up in the middle of the night at 2:42 a.m. in St. Louis only to catch the chat. Hey, that's what's up. Love it. So, AGA. Hey. So, we got not Lulu. We got Marvin trying to do exactly what his lawyer told him to do, guys. He tried to come up to the little anger management meeting and sign in. He asked about the sign-in sheet and all that. And she was like, it's over there. He tried to sign in and walk away. She said, where are you going? And he said, oh, you know, I just signed in. My lawyer told me that I could do that. And she said, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know what you think this is, but if you don't go over there and have a daggone seat, you're going to be finding yourself is a worse seat, okay, that them judges are going to give you, because this ain't no free pass. And he said, okay, well, you know, I'm just going to go and call my lawyer. And she said, yeah, you could call your lawyer after you go take your behind and have a seat, okay? I love it. I kind of feel like there might be some kind of romance coming between them. What y'all think? Y'all think they might have a little romance going on? I think so. Hey, Damien. So that was that. And then we have this scene right here, guys, because Lulu, he heard this girl driving by when he had his little argument with Jessica. Because I see none of y'all put in the chat famous sister's name as I asked. Good thing it came to my memory. Y'all must be laying down just listening. So Jessica, right? she was arguing because she feels like Famous is not doing good and it has to be Lulu's fault. Like, do this for him, do that for him. Yeah. And Lulu is basically telling her, I don't care about him. Like, if he needs to write music, he needs to do this, he needs to do that. He's just sitting on his freaking behind. Okay. So he drove off and he finds this girl at a red light and she's singing and all of this stuff. And he's basically trying to chase her down and he gives her his card. I think it was a card or something like that, but basically giving her his info and all of that. So now he has her in the studio. I don't remember the name, but the girl gets on my nerves already, y'all. Okay. I'm not here for it. She's already corny. That whole scene at the red light was corny as heck to me. She was just corny. All right. So I'm not excited about this whole endeavor. I'm not excited. Clearly, he's trying to find a Jessica 2.0 that he's going to start screwing and all of that. And then Juke was giving her the death stare. I was like, sheesh, Juke, because he was like, ain't she dope or hot or whatever. And Juke was looking like, And then she just, you know how she be giving him stares now. I said, oh my gosh, Juke looking like she ready to tear this woman to shreds because she's like, who the heck is this chick in the studio singing and he giving her time when he should be giving me time, you know? So we're gonna see how all of that drama go. We mess around and if he become her little love interest, Juke freaking mess around and kill her uncle's kill her uncle's girlfriend. Okay, because I'm still waiting for the monster to be born when it comes to Juke. And I'm waiting for the monster in Kanan to be born too, but I like this innocent kind of Kanan where it's like he's still confused, he doesn't really know what to do, and what is going to be that turning point to make him turn into the Kanan that we know from Power Book 1. You know what I'm saying? I'm patient enough. I could wait for that because I do enjoy young Kanan the way he is right now, kind of just a little screw up, a little too eager at some points, but that was last season. This season he seems like he wants to pull back a little bit, but we'll see what happens. We don't know if Rock is going to say, we need you to put in some more work, Kanan. I'm sorry. Once you remember what I told you about the bullet in Orion, the star Orion or whatever, in that, that whole Greek mythology thing she told him about. Remember what I told you about the star, Kanan. Remember, once you put it out there, you're not going to be able to turn back, Kanan. I could hear her doing that. I could hear her telling him that it's too late to turn back. Okay. All right, let's move from this chick, freaking fake Selena. And so then we have this whole situation right here because we knew who's surprised. Who is surprised about this? Okay. And the one thing that she said that was very, very true, because I was like, this right here is a dead man pumping. Okay. Talking about Crown. Dead man pumping, baby. All right. And she might be dead too. Okay. Was there I'm thinking about the movie Casino, where they was like how the bosses like if you screw another man's wife, they both dead basically. The wife is dead and the dude is dead, right? I don't remember the guy's name. I forgot, the one that played Joe Pesci. So, I mean, the one Joe Pesci played. So this kind of reminded me of that kind of situation. Like, you not only is Crown dead, because Crown was like, what do you think Lulu would do if he found out about us? And she was like, he would kill you. And you could see that she believed that to be true. So the fact that she would put this man's life in danger like that is very terrible. She's trash. Okay. But I don't care. Too bad if Crown gets it. Oh, well, that's what you get, Crown been a dead man walking since that whole since Lulu got him to sign the contract and everything, sign the business over or whatever. It's either your brains is going to be on this freaking contract or your penmanship is going to be in a contract. Okay, I felt like he was already a dead man. So yeah, dead man walking. Not sure if he's going to make it out of season 2, but that's just me for right now. She's a dead chick as well. What is Famous going to do when his sister freaking turns up dead in the freaking ditch somewhere? All right, that's what I want to know. Let's do this, because I think the mob is coming this season and I cannot wait. Y'all know I love me some mob presence, honey. So how is my girl Rock gonna handle the mafia? Okay, that's what I want to know. can't wait to see it. I cannot wait. All right, so now this scene is where Kanan tells his mother, because she comes in there and she's like, "Oh, I would always want you to always be my baby," and all of this. And he's like, she said, you can tell me anything. And that's when he tells her, like, I don't feel like I'm cut out for this, and then he goes a little deeper and tells her that, ever since I shot that cop, it's been eating away at me, like, crazy thing about that is, remember Buck 20 and how, he shot him and everything. And I guess we didn't see the same kind of energy or guilt because it was debatable between him and D-Wiz, who killed him. So this seems to bother him more than what happened with Buck 20, because I guess he figured, look, I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? You want the body, D-Wiz, you go ahead and claim the body. I don't know. I freaking don't know. And I don't care. Just stop talking about it, right? But this was this was up close and personal, looking the man in the eyes and trying to take his life, because obviously he didn't do it. But so this right here is really, really eating away at him, and it's bothering him. So we hear grown Kanan talking about it and saying that it really messes with you the first time, which is the reason why it has to be done a few more times for you to be able to live with it, you know what I'm saying, and get it out your head, become used to it, So obviously, we know grown Kanan became well acquainted with Merkin folks, okay? Well acquainted. Hey, Virgin Love. Yes, night owls. Hey, Kendall. Good morning, hon. All right, so how much, like Inga said, she feels like Rock doesn't really listen to Kanan. How much of this is she hearing, guys? That's the whole thing. We're going to find out. So we continue to watch. How much of this is she really hearing? I feel like she hears it, but if she's going to need him to put in the work, like I said earlier, that's exactly what she's going to do. She, of course, she wants to protect her son. Of course, she loves him. I don't doubt that at all. But we saw in last season that when she get hungry, she don't really care who she put in danger. I mean, she did say to Kanan that it's forever going to be on her that she put him in harm's way and in danger. So maybe she'll try to fight the urge to, use him again. But I think that if their backs are against the wall, she definitely going to use him again. Okay. Yes. Selective hearing, honey. If it don't benefit her, she ain't hearing it. So absolutely selective hearing. Okay. So now we see Unique. He gets out, guys. I feel like I have a few more points, a few more things to bring up before we get out of here, because I know that Unique, he got jumped in prison, all right, by some white supremacists. And the dude that, first of all, look, Unique wasn't helping the dude. He was just not being a punk because the guy kind of bumped into him and he like, yo, watch where you going. So then they started fighting. And then they was already in there jumping some other dudes, like I think some other white dude or Spanish. I don't know what he was. He had dark hair. And I'm like, yo, help him out. You know what I'm saying? But instead he was like, yeah, I saw the whole thing. They jumped him, yada, yada, yada. So I guess because that dude was like, they jumped him, that's the reason why he's able to get out. Because I'm like, if this dude got in trouble while he was in prison, why the heck is he still able to get out? But maybe the dude's word and being a witness and saying what he said helped it out. What up, Brillo? So that's that. But listen, grown Kanan is narrating and he's saying, yo, they say that you only do 2 days when you go in. The day you go in and the day you come out, right? Who said that on some show? I forgot what show it was. But Kanan was like, yeah, that obviously is for dudes that ain't never did no time in their freaking life, because when you get up in the jail, you doing all that time. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you come out, you got to come out harder, colder, all of that stuff. So look at Unique, sweetie. You need a lot of tender loving care. Like, you need to get your fly back. because right now you are looking like Eddie Kane Jr. in this mother lover, okay? What's that song? He said Eddie Kane Jr. Oh my gosh. Nights like this, I wish raindrops would fall. Nights like this, I wish. Anyway, that's what he looking like, Eddie Kane Jr. Okay, can't nobody sing like Eddie Kane Jr. now. Anywho, so he got to get his haircut going. He got to get his clothes on. You know what I'm saying? Because he a fly dude now, but right now he ain't looking like it. Now he ain't looking like it. Let me move on. But the point that I'm making is grown Kanan is saying that he got to be colder. So we ain't see Rock go ahead and talk to Worrell about coming on. All right. But this dude is out now. How is he going to get back the streets? Okay. The streets are pretty much clean, you know, because she got everything on lock. She said they the only game in town. So how they gonna do this? What is he gonna do? We do see him meeting up with I forgot his freaking name. The big dude, big boss, the one that played D'Angelo on The Wire. I forgot his name already, guys. But we see him meeting up with him. So I guess that's who's gonna put him back on, or you know, we'll see, right? But the rival is still there, so that's exciting. Can't wait to see how he's going to get up from, you know, scrape his knees off, you know what I'm saying, and get back into the game. But if they say that he's about to be colder, or if grown Kanan is saying that that's what it's going to have to take, then it's gonna be war. That's what I think, you know, because he's not going to take this lion down. Unique is not taking this lion down. Okay. Yes, Kendall. He will be all designed out in episode 2. And I can't wait, because one thing I always love to see is your boy dressing. Okay? Always. All right. So let me see what I did not talk about. We did hear that Rock, she wanted to give Marvin Bailey because Baisley, I'm sorry, I said Bailey. Baisley, because Marvin's been doing pretty good. He's been holding it down, and she wants to expand and give Lulu the 40s. And Lulu's like, why don't you give it to Marvin since he's doing so good? You know, Lulu really, he's not here for it. And she was like, you're going to do whatever the heck I tell you to do. Okay. That's the freaking problem now. All right. Now, yeah, I said that Unique got jumped. Okay. So I think I pretty much covered everything. All right. And then we have the meetup late at night. Grown Kanan is basically saying that you got, you know, remind folks of who you are and remind them that you ain't freaking going nowhere. So here's the funny thing about this whole scene is that while he's saying this, you got Rock waiting at the park. First, you got Unique getting out of jail, and you got Marvin watching. Okay. Sitting over in the car watching. Okay. So they ready. All right. Then you got Rock over at Baisley Pond Park waiting for this dude. So while grown Kanan is saying this, that you got to remind folks that you still here, you ain't going nowhere, you got the close-up of him and the close-up of her. So it's like both of them are saying, I'm still here, I ain't going nowhere. And Howard is like, I'm still here, I ain't going nowhere either. And I'm going to make your life hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to put my son out there, but I'm going to make you pay. That's the vibe I'm getting off of him. I don't think that he's ever going to put anything on Kanan, but I think he's definitely going to always try to give Rock hell. All right. What do y'all think about that? Let's see. Kendall says, I don't know if things will end good for Lulu if he keeps going against Rock. Yeah, I'm a little afraid for Lulu. You know, I like his character, but it's seeming it's different this time. It's different this time. And I just see a whole mess. It's a lot of messiness I feel like is about to come about. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But I'm glad that Detective Howard is alive, not because I like him, but because I feel like his presence is that threatening presence. It makes for good TV. You know what I'm saying? And plus, it's like he has this, uh, he has this dilemma where I believe that he would want to protect Kanan, protect his son, like I said, right? But then he's gonna want to give Raquel. So it's like how we're gonna have to see how he's gonna juggle this dilemma. You know what I'm saying? Like, how am I gonna juggle it? How do I be a protective father and then also try to destroy my baby mother in the process? Like, it's a freaking oxymoron. Like, you really can't do it. Like, how do you destroy your baby mother and still try to protect your son? It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? But I'm here for it, and I just want to see how the heck he's gonna do it. And will they ever come together to try to work together? I don't know about that. I don't think so. I see him just having it out for her. I really do. So HEA says Symphony or Scrappy will be the innocent killed this season. And you know what? I'm very I've been saying that if Symphony gets killed, it will be his own fault because he goes back to her. You know what I mean? But I don't think he would deserve it. But I just kind of feel like because of the situation, that's what's going to happen. And I hope that's that's not the case. I can probably see them. I would say, who do y'all think y'all could see them killing off before the other? Do you see them killing off Symphony before Scrappy, or Scrappy before Symphony? I would say Symphony, but now that I think about it, I think Scrappy. I could see him dying before Symphony. I feel like there could be more of a story to tell with Symphony involved as well, but we shall see. Uh-oh, y'all, I got a new member to the channel. Oh, thank you, Callie Shay Lewis. Say Callie Shay Lewis became a YouTube member. Thank you, hon. I'm trying to get you guys, more folks into the membership so that we can have exclusive lives and I can give you guys exclusive contents. I said content because, I just want to show appreciation. First of all, I appreciate all of y'all, but I want to show appreciation to my members. Okay. I do have something special planned for you guys coming up in a few months to show my appreciation, and I will reach out to all of you guys. Okay. All right. Now, thank you so much again, Callie Shay. I appreciate you, hun. All right. So now we have Kendall saying that he's definitely gonna try and get Rock back. Yes. And Kendall says that she sees that Scrappy will be killed off first because he went against what Rock told him. Definitely. Absolutely. Because you know how she is. And she don't care. Look, she does not care how loyal somebody been or nothing. She will get rid of your daggone behind the moment you mess up. All right. I remember I did this what was it? It was a theory video. And I don't know if it's ever going to be revisited again, but that would be great. And it was about her possibly being the one to kill High Post. Now, maybe I'll go ahead and I'll put the link in the description once I'm done with this so that you guys can go back and watch it and tell me what you think about it. Because I feel like High Post died under mysterious circumstances, and I would love for them to bring that right the heck back up. All right. But we shall see. I don't know, but I think it says a lot. I made some points in there. I don't remember every point that I made, but I looked at the angles of the camera and everything, and her walking away when grown Kanan was telling the story and all of that stuff to make my point and bring that point home. Like I said, I don't know if they're ever gonna, bring it to light, but I want to know a little bit more about Rock's past with DEF CON and High Post and all of that stuff. I want to know a little more. She's an interesting character. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I love this show, but one thing I will say is that Rock sells it for me big time. Kanan is too young for me to be that interested in his story, and I'm all about seeing Rock's past, the present that we're looking at right now, which is not really the present, it's the past still. Her past, this past that we're watching on TV, and the future. Is she freaking alive or what? That doesn't matter really. Anyway, but I love it. And Damien says Lou is done with her, and he says that Rock can handle the mob, and I think she can, but she has to be careful because sometimes I think she underestimates certain situations, just kind of like the same way that she did with man, what is his name? The dude that was in the nursing home with his mom and she's playing bingo and stuff. What is his name, y'all? I forgot. But she underestimated that situation with him too, right? Remember when she tried to she bribed one of his men and he killed the dude because he found out, and she gave him money like, I can help you take care of your wife and a girlfriend too, and then you can get out of town or whatever. And he found out about it, and that dude was dead. Okay. So yeah, she just has to be careful because sometimes she can get a little too confident. That's what I'm saying. All right, y'all. But I'm about to get ready to get up out of here because I do have to go to church in a few hours. It's 4:07. Kendall says, I'm wondering what's going to happen between Jukebox and Marvin because this episode, it was bad. Yeah, it was. And, he tried to talk to her and she's just like, I am not trying to talk to you. And then we also see that she found a picture of her mom and her mom was holding her. And, we see in the trailer that she's going to be asking Rock. She's going to be asking Rock, did you know my mom? And all of this stuff. Because we already know LaToya Luckett, she's coming. And that's that, guys. So, support, talking about, I know church these days start at 4 a.m. It's 4:08. I said I got to go to church in a few hours. Church starts at 11. Okay, 11:30 actually. And I'm up. Sacrificing her over here with y'all. Hey Greta, what's up, babe? So that's pretty much that, guys. Listen, I need to get some good sleep because we got a good show for y'all. I was gonna say tomorrow, later on tonight at 8:05, P Valley season finale, y'all. I was up in here just loving the episode. I called it with a lot of stuff, y'all. I said it was too soon for them to be celebrating Andre. And I'm going to leave it there. All right. I'm going to leave it there because we're going to talk tomorrow. Yes, Oliver. Thank you. It's Dean. Yes. She messed up when it came to Dean. All right. So she got to be careful about that because Dean is, he's a heavy hitter. And we see that Unique is going to be going to talk to Dean. All right. And Dean, he doesn't really want to deal with Rock like that because of that whole situation going behind his back and stuff like that. So he don't really trust her. So of course, I do see him trying to help Unique. But listen, I'm pretty sure he ain't stupid either. Now, if Rock got stuff on lock and she done cleaned the streets up, then he probably gonna be looking at him like, how in the world am I gonna give you any product? And you know what I'm saying? And you ain't got no corners. Like everything is just like it's dry out here. How are you gonna give me my money? How is investing in you going to help me? Like, what are we doing here? So who knows? We shall see. Okay. Kendall said it was definitely good. I hate Derek. It sure was. And you know what? I'm very happy, Kendall, that I was wrong about the kids, that a lot of us were wrong about the kids. But you see how he turns? You see that? That's that white privilege, y'all. That's that white privilege. And with that being said, I'm going to get up on out of here. Thank you so much for coming through. I appreciate y'all. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload more videos like this one, when we go live and all that good stuff. Don't forget, tonight we are back on for P Valley season finale. All right. Kendall, have a great night. Greta, Oliver, Spartan Support Gaming. Who else? Let's see. Callie, HEA. Brillo, if you're still there. LSW. Inga, Art Love. Y'all have a blessed one, and I will see y'all later. Bye-bye.